Welcome back to the channel, people of the verse. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we'll be talking about the latest news regarding Star Citizen Alpha 3.13 PTU, which is still in Wave 2, but there's also a post-mortem regarding Star Citizen Alpha 3.13. I'll give a couple of my impressions of 3.13, final impressions, as well as a very quick briefing or debriefing of what the devs said regarding the patch. Let's talk about the patch notes first here. A couple of features recently, right? They're still going to do some polish pass for ongoing ship capacitors and the weapon balance here. They said that they've updated the assisted gimbal tracking speed and slightly increased its snapping. That's great because definitely the gimbals do need some extra love here. They're pretty difficult to use here. I haven't been very happy with the gimbals. I guess I need to be used again to using gimbals without the auto aim from before. So maybe that's why. Anyway, they also said that they slightly lowered the damage and increased the ammo for ballistic and repeater Gatling. People have been complaining there are not enough ammos for ballistic. I think it was fine, but I suppose that it's also good that CIG are listening to the people too. There's also a more polished pass on damage value for the Vanguard specific weapons, and they buffed the health of the Vanguard Harbinger, and they also removed the ammo low ship computer lines for energy weapons, which was very annoying. It should never have been there because it's no ammo, it's just energy. And they've also removed the overheat for ship thrusters. That is well, also good, especially if you use it a little bit too often. Not only you get that overheat message, but it just stays, you know, on your HUD, and it's very annoying. So I suppose that removing the overheat from ship thrusters is also removing that bug where it stays in your UI. There also is a legibility polish pass for the new slice ship HUD to make it a little bit more readable, I suppose, right? There we go, guys. These are some of the major bug fixes for the last patch. Just a couple of them, not all of them, obviously. But they said, for example, if you have a star lifter, you should no longer be able to enter other players who are locked by using the external elevator. So if let's say, for example, if your star lifter is locked, other players should not be able to enter it. That's what it means. Here, the Nova tanker should no longer be equipable on the Hurricane, which should have been really funny to fly a Hurricane with a Nova turret. Probably must have been very OP for sure. And they also say that players should now be able to equip med and oxygen pens on Lamont on the suits, if you have one of those on the suits. Lock ping controls to scan modes should now correctly persist. Content traveling to a party member close to a planet surface should no longer sometimes cause the player to fly onto the planet. This is one of the issues aimed at fixing desync. And speaking of desync here, they fixed an issue causing players to desync inside the Taurus and Aquila variants, and this may also solve the issue in many other locations as well, so keep an eye for this. So a couple of those desync issues here. This seems to be what CIG are tackling when it comes to Star Citizen 3.14, which is a very good thing because people have been really voicing their concern about how desync is getting worse and worse. So kudos to CIG for fixing that. They also fixed two server crashes, one client crash as well. The list of bugs is pretty much the same here, except that they also say that content travel from Port Olisar to Comore ST-255 will cause the ship to content travel to a different location. That is also very annoying. And I gotta say that the content traveling to Crusader will place your ship inside the atmosphere, preventing from the content travel, is also very annoying. I noticed that when you try content travel to Crusader, you get very close to the atmosphere. Now apparently you get inside, and it's very interesting because the orbital markers are located outside of the range of Port Olisar. They're at about 20,000 kilometers mark away from Crusader, so you are actually way far into the orbital area of Crusader. When you content travel to Crusader, you should be arriving much further away than than what it is right now. Anyway, moving on to the post-mortem here. Not a lot of interesting things. You guys remember maybe the review I did for Star Citizen Alpha 3.13. I gave it a 2.5 out of 10, which was the worst review I've ever, not the worst review, but the worst mark I've ever given in a Star Citizen Alpha patch review, and that's simply because I thought that 3.13 was overall very uninteresting, didn't bring anything to the table. I would like to say, as a final word on 3.13, was that 3.13 did bring some stability. So if there is one positive to keep from 3.13 is the stability. I haven't had a single 30k error in 3.13, which is very positive, and very few crashes to desktop as well. So yeah, kudos to CIG at least for fixing some of, not entirely fixed of course, because 30k errors still happen, but at least kudos to CIG for making it more stable. Now, let's have a look at some of the things that didn't go so well according to the devs. And here they say that vehicle names and serials could have gone a little bit better by making it a little bit more readable. They think that, for example, the font size is way too small, and it's difficult for people to see the names of the ships. Now, they also did say that especially when it comes to quantum sensitive deliveries and timed multi-drop deliveries, which no one are doing, by the way. No one, I don't see anyone doing those missions, simply because they don't pay well enough, and this is something that they are very aware of here. They are aware, especially on Hurston. They said that Hurston isn't the best location for long flight missions because of the location distributions, and especially, you know, it's a big planet. If you want to go from point A to point B, you have to go into space, and you're going to travel for a very long time in space until you arrive, and you do that for just 10 or 12,000 of a UEC. It just doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, the reputation system is not even increasing the pay rates. You don't get any reputation for doing those missions. It's just absolutely worthless right now. Talk about mountain guns here. Unfortunately, the things that didn't go so well, I'm going to add something that they didn't say. I haven't seen a single mounted gun in the verse. I don't even know where they are. So that's going to be the giveaway question, guys. Have you ever used, do you know where the mountain guns are? Have you used a mountain gun in 3.13? Let me know in the comment section down below to get a chance to win this beautiful Gattac Raylan with LTI. All you have to do is to answer the question I just asked and subscribe to this channel. Also, thanks to Uncle Funk, my Chiminas, I'm giving away on Discord a G12 with LTI and 3 sets of Greycat armor, and thanks to Dragon Ghost, $25 in RSI gift cards plus $10 and $10 in RSI gift cards as well. 7 prizes on Discord. Good luck to everyone out there. If you are a Patreon or John Beta member, you should have access to my Discord channel. And that's pretty much it that we would like to that we're going to talk about here for the postmodern. Yeah, they talked about also a little bit about the reputation system and the fact that not all of the professions are included in the reputation system, but they probably this was probably a very first iteration, and they are going to iron out some of the bugs and functionalities, and then more mission givers and more mission types are going to be included. So there we have it, guys. These are the latest news regarding Star Citizen Alpha 3.14. Do I think 3.14 will hit live this week? Probably not. There's still a couple of interesting, well, annoying bugs that they need to fix. Do I think that it is going to be Open PTU this week? I think so. Probably by Friday. I think that they're going to open it to the PTU and maybe a release next week. I think that the PTU is quite stable right now. For sure, we still have some of the desync issues, but it's quite playable. I don't have a lot of 30k errors, very rare. Very few crashes to desktop as well. It's more about having a good polish pass for the current ongoing changes that are happening regarding, you know, the flight model and the combat system. It's more about that right now. But yeah, let me know also in the comment section below what you guys think of the PTU 3.14 PTU. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. And a big shout out to Tala for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for your contribution on Patreon. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.